Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up because the Chainsaw Man anime is revving up to be one of the hottest series of 2022. But hold up, we can sense some confusion in the air. Who's Aki? What's the public safety department? Don't worry friends, we've got you covered. Let's take a wild ride and get to know the big dog in the series, Aki Hayakawa. From his backstory to his personality to his abilities and appearance, we promise it's gonna be a wild ride. Let's start with the basics here. Who is Aki Hayakawa? Meet Aki Hayakawa, the tough as nails supporting character in the horror comedy manga series Chainsaw Man. Set in a world where devils terrorize humans, our protagonist Denji is introduced to Aki as his first partner at the public safety department. But before they even hit the streets, Aki lays down the law by beating up Denji in an alley. Yikes! Turns out Aki is a seasoned devil hunter and wants to make sure the newbie takes the job seriously. Denji retaliates with a swift kick to the crotch and explains that he's now living the high life as a devil hunter. Thanks very much. Back in the boss's office, the two can't seem to work together, but Makima isn't one to be deterred. She puts Denji on Aki's team, revealing that Denji is actually a devil hybrid. Aki's reaction? He's ready to take him down if he doesn't follow orders. On their first mission, Denji goes for a swift beheading with a hatchet instead of his trusty chainsaws. Aki scolds him, explaining that fiends are still devils and shouldn't be shown mercy. But it's not like Aki has a soft spot for devils. The gun devil killed his family in front of him. Jeez! Despite their rocky start, Aki puts up with Denji and their new fiend member Power because he owes a debt to Makima. And let's not forget the real reason Denji went for the hatchet. He didn't want to get blood on his stack of dirty magazines. If you're amazed by what you've heard up until now, just wait till we give you the juicy deets on Aki's appearance. You're in for a surprise. This guy doesn't have just one but two physical forms. Introducing the dashing and dangerous Aki Hayakawa with his slick medium-length black hair, piercing blue eyes, and top-knot hairstyle. He's a devil hunter to be reckoned with. When he's not donning his public safety devil hunter suit and tie, complete with earrings, you can usually find him with his trusty sword slung over his back. But watch out, because after the gun devil took over his body, Aki transformed into the gun fiend. Imagine, hair let down and his face covered in ominous dark veins, with the barrel and slide of an M1911 sticking out his forehead and the gun's hammer peeking out the back of his head. And that's not all, folks. His left forearm has been replaced with an M4, making him a force to be reckoned with. Now that's crazy. Enough about Aki's appearances though. What's the guy like on the inside? Aki Hayakawa is one complex dude. On the outside, he's all serious business with a stiff upper lip and a tendency to be blunt to the point of rudeness. But on the inside, he's a big softy who gets attached easily and hates to see anyone get hurt, especially his close friends. Aww. He's the kind of guy who still grieves for those he's lost, unlike many of his associates who have become jaded to the world's horrors. Don't be fooled by his tough guy facade though. This guy is one determined dude. He's on a mission for revenge against a gun devil for taking his family, and he's not afraid to put his own life on the line to save others. But don't mess with him. He doesn't take kindly to people who don't take their job as devil hunters seriously, and he'll threaten to kill you if you betray him or side with other devils. Despite his ruthless nature, Aki has a heart of gold and has been known to shed a tear or two over the deaths of his comrades like Himeno. And while he was never a fan of Denji in the beginning, he's grown to care for the guy so much that he's even willing to forgo his revenge mission to keep him and Power safe. Oh, and he's got a pretty big soft spot for angels too, as evidenced by his relationship with the angel devil. And while he's generally ruthless to all devils, he's slowly starting to realize that not all of them are created equal. Speaking of soft spot and friends, let's dive a little into Mr. Aki's social life. It's only natural that we start off with family relationships. This one's definitely gonna make you shed a tear or two. Aki and his younger brother Taiyo were the epitome of sibling love. Although Taiyo constantly hogged the attention of their parents due to being a frail little thing, Aki adored him and cherished every moment they spent together. In fact, Aki was all smiles after their snowball fight and couldn't wait for more playtime. How sweet. But just as the good times were rolling, the gun devil burst onto the scene and wreaked havoc on their home, taking the lives of both Aki's parents and little Taiyo. We're not crying. You are. This tragedy fueled Aki's fire to track down the gun devil and serve up a heaping helping of vengeance for his fallen loved ones. Let's move on to the next contender on our list now. You're in for a ride with this one. Aki and Denji's relationship started off as rocky as a hurricane. They got into a wild brawl on their first mission, with Aki throwing insults and punches, only for Denji to hit back with a knee to the junk and a swift kick while Aki was down. Aki saw Denji as a clueless buffoon, crude and lacking any sense of strategy for such a dangerous line of work. But because of Makima's orders, they continued to work together and even became roommates when Denji moved in with Aki. Living under the same roof, Aki slowly started to see Denji as a close friend, even though he still found him annoying at times. He went as far as trying to protect Denji and Power by requesting the 4th Division be exempted from fighting the gun devil. When Aki fought Denji as the gun fiend, he thought of it as a friendly snowball fight, just like he used to have with his brother. Aww. There's another relationship that had a rocky start but turned out for the better. Let's take a look. Aki and Power didn't exactly hit it off right away. Aki was put off by Power's crass and unappreciated appreciative behavior and found her just plain irritating. But following Makima's request, he takes Power in and over time they start to bond. Despite being regularly mortified and frustrated by Power's wild antics, he still thinks of her as a friend. And just like with Denji, keeping Power safe is another reason why Aki tried to pull the 4th Division out of the Gun Devil Showdown. And of course, the best for last, how can we forget about dear sweet Makima? Poor Aki. He's got it bad for Makima. But is it really true love or just a spell cast by her mysterious powers of control? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, Makima couldn't care less about Aki's feelings and only sees him as a handy tool. Poor Aki. Talk about a heartless boss. She just drops all sorts of tasks on him, like asking him to take in Power and Denji without so much as a heads up, and then has the nerve to manipulate him when he tries to object. Yikes! Enough with the relationships now. Let's take a look at what Aki's capable of. Aki is known for his devilishly good deals. He's made contracts with 4 fiendish forces: Curse Devil, Fox Devil, Future Devil, and Control Devil. With the Curse Devil, Aki wields a lethal sword by simply touching his opponent with his nail and uttering the words fire. But the real showstopper is the Fox Devil contract. Seen in action in the Chainsaw Man trailer, Aki feeds the devil a piece of his body, and in return, the Fox Devil tears apart enemies or devours them whole. Dang! And let's not forget the Future Devil. Residing in Aki's right eye, this devil grants Aki a glimpse into the future, allowing him to plan his moves with deadly precision. Now that's what you call a devilish advantage. So now you know everything there is to know about the devilishly charming Aki Hayakawa, from his contract with the Cursed Devil to his ability to see into the future. But what does the future hold for Aki? If we had to guess, we'd say he's headed for even more devilish adventures and action-packed escapades. So keep an eye out for this guy, because he's sure to leave a lasting impression. And if you're lucky, maybe he'll even make a contract with you too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.